Shalom. I'm Francois Wessels and I'm inviting you to join me as we sit in each other's silence again today. Today I'd like to invite you to read a passage from the scripture with me, and then in the method of centering prayer, according to the method of centering prayer, to reflect on that, to sit in rest of that passage. The passage comes from Psalm 23 verse 4. Yes, though I walk through the deep sunless valley of the shadow of death, I will fear or dread no evil, for you are with me, your rod to protect and your staff to guide me, they comfort me. If you're not familiar with the method, the contemplative practice of centering prayer, I'd just like to explain it to you once again. Centering prayer is all about an intentional opening to the presence of God, an intentional opening up to the presence of God. We will therefore select a word which might be meaningful to you today. That word acts as a guiding word, sometimes called a holy or a sacred word, but perhaps guiding is more descriptive. For we will use this word whenever we feel that our thoughts start to stray, that our thinking becomes too prominent, that there's a strong image or a strong sensation that preoccupies us. And then we'll introduce the guiding word and gently, ever so gently, allow that to return us to rest in an openness before God, to just rest and be still. But before we do that, I'd like to invite you to join me in sitting in each other's silence and just become aware of being here this morning, being here today. Deliberately signify a certain openness even in your posture. Don't fold your arms, cross your legs, but just be open. And now, as you breathe in, allow the inflowing air to confirm that openness, to remind you of openness. And as you breathe in, breathe as if into your heart. And feel the warmth as you do. And identify that as love, as divine love, the inflow of divine love. Breathe in deeply into your heart. Feel the warmth. Recognize that as love. Breathe in deeply again and allow every breath to be a reminder of life, and therefore to be a celebration of life. Now I'd like you to just become aware of the chair upon which you're sitting. The firm surface reminding us of grounding, of coming home, of belonging. And now become aware of your feet on the ground, your feet resting on the floor. And as you become aware of your feet on the ground, and as they're resting on the ground, you may feel that they're becoming heavier. And that reminds us of being grounded in the love of God, rooted, grounded in the love of God. And once again we're reminded that we share that with everybody else sitting here right now, everybody else around you. We're all grounded in the love of God. We're not separate. There's a connection, a certain community, connectedness in all being grounded in the love of God. Breathe in deeply again. Feel the warmth in your heart. Recognize that as love. And as you do, allow that to flow and fill up the rest of your body. And as you become aware of the warmness of your palms, the palms of your hands becoming warm, your feet, realize that you are immersed in love, that you become love. As God is love, we are the image bearers of God. We become love. Rest in that for a while. And now, let us read the passage again, and then just rest in that according to the contemplative practice of centering prayer. Psalm 23 verse 4. Yes, though I walk through the deep sunless valley of the shadow of death, I will fear or dread no evil, for you are with me, your rod to protect and your staff to guide. They comfort me. I'm inviting you to rest in this and let us sit in each other's silence as we enter into contemplation. Breathe in deeply again. And allow your breathing to confirm that which you've just experienced. And now, my wish and blessing for you is that you remain fully aware of the loving blessings that God is bestowing on you throughout your day. Shalom.